and I've got Ash's Assad.
Yeah, Assad. Yeah.
Yep, Zoom video. Roadkill's MX450, and I've got the video of the boys working. So
Sweet, sweet. All good. Keep rolling. Happy with that? Oh, you're $2. I don't think they can see.
They can't see me, but you stole it.
Alright, we are live finally, guys. Thanks for jumping on here. We're coming to you on YouTube, my personal Facebook, the braaap Facebook, and probably on some dealership Facebooks too. So thank you guys for jumping on. This is our Friday live stream. We've got Ethan here, so he'll be chirping in. He's got some content for us. We had a great interview today with Assad, who's a great braaap customer. Crossed the Nullarbor twice on his ST250, so we're going to hear about that. His bike's had 43,000 Ks on it. He's a passionate braaap guy, so that's awesome to hear. What else we got? We've got quality control updates. We've engaged a new site manager here from Nissan, so that's a real, a shot in the arm for us, which we're stoked about. So just trying to get better and better, be a family business, but also a professionally managed company and hire great talent and build our team. And so we're going to talk about our quality improvements and our productivity improvements here. Big one is though, ST250's finally arrived. You can probably hear the fork in the background this way unloading and bikes this way, you can see, and the boys have just knocked off from assembly. But great week of bikes finally arriving. MX450s are approved and out. You might hear people right up and down the street here, they're celebrating. That's part of why I'm late here on this live stream, because MX450 lads have picked their bikes up and yeah, they're having a bit of fun on the road out there, which we're trying to tame down. But yeah, good to see people loving their bikes, and finally MX450 fully approved on the road, being registered and ridden away, which we love. So let's all go here at braaap. ST250s, that's a massive win for us to have them here and getting them dispatched. And yeah, dirt bikes are in stock, MX450s going out, Moto 3 black bikes are in stock. So if you've waited for ages for a white one, the white ones are about 2 weeks away still. We're happy to work out a way to upgrade you to black if you're sick of waiting. But everything we're doing at the moment, you guys, if you followed along and tracked along with me, you know that we're aiming and expecting to be #1 value bike in the Aussie market for each category that we produce a bike in. Our volume's increasing, we're expanding, we're doing everything we can to give you a local experience, even though you might be anywhere across the country. Most of our bikes are sold into states, so we just really want to give a shout out today, especially to those that are with us and supporting us, because we've undergone huge fire on the internet from a lot of people who never met us. Most of them haven't ridden a braaap bike, and just a real shout out to those that have supported us. We've had heaps of support this week, so it seems the more that people get in these forums and say stuff about us, the more people rise up and defend us and get passionate about their braaap bike. So a big shout out to the braaap owners army. Yeah, it means a lot to us, and we've got a few that we've spoken to today on Zoom, which we'll show you on this live stream. So that's that. What else can I tell you? Yeah, heaps of spare parts. You might be able to see the spare parts. It might be dark back there, but heaps of spare parts still getting dispatched every week. So yeah, all things are coming into order. We had a very challenging 2020. COVID has been very difficult to manage from a logistics timeline, but good news, if you're looking to purchase a braaap, that we've gone ahead and built bikes ahead of time. So MX450s in stock. We're still saying 60-day delivery, but they're here, ready to go. We'll smash our 60 days. You're more looking at like 15 days. Moto 3s, we've gone and built a heap, like 3 months worth of stock ahead of time. Same with the ST250. Yeah, so that's really good news. MX3s and dirt bikes built ahead of time. The SS125, we've upgraded to the CBS braking system. That's a requirement as of November on that model, so we've had to do that and just waiting for the government to process it. So I know some people have been waiting for that model, but we've also gone and built a heap ahead of time. So everything we're doing is investing in making sure that we can be more confident on our delivery dates, because build to order promos are awesome for driving the price down, because as a business we can be efficient, we only build what we sell type thing. But we've had to go ahead and invest in building more stock just to offset the risk of delay. So anyway, that's me banging on about what we do here at braaap. Let's get into some content. I've got to say one other thing, which my job, but you'll purchase a motorcycle through braaponline.com. That's a licensed dealer. It's PWS Motorcycles. Yes, it's my parents that own that dealership, and we're a family business. But we're also signing dealers up right around the country, and it's been a great week of speaking to dealers all around the country. But I've got to say that just to make sure that remind you to please read the sale agreements, especially on the braap promos. Please go to the delivery orders, delivery updates page and get full clarity. Talk to one of the dealer guys, book a call if you'd like to speak and get clarity around delivery dates. We want to be fully transparent about that, and we've got hundreds of customers that are passionate about our build to order program because they know that's how you get the lowest price, best value bike in the country. And then we get all these people who don't understand it, aren't even buying it, just attack it. So anyway, I've fully finished my intro now, so we can get into it. So, all right, guys. Also, please comment. So I'm going to just check here and see who's online and see if I can see the comments here. If I miss your comment or anything like that, please, just know that I'll get back to you here. I don't want to miss any comment. I'm getting John say SS125s. Getting questions about updates there. Yep, jump on the delivery updates page. The latest info's there. I'll update the SS125s again on Monday once I hear from the shipping agent if you're waiting for one. But yeah, we're doing lots to improve that model and improve the delivery time too. Chris Woodstock asking about the Moto 4 and the 400. That's a great question. So Moto 4, all the tests are passed. It's all submitted and in the hands of the government. I'm hoping that September delivery dates as anticipated are going to happen, but we're kind of in the hands of government. So we'll see. MX450 was close to being on time, which is, given the season, we're pretty stoked about. Some people got their bikes, actually half the customers got their bikes ahead of time. So depends when you ordered, but that's coming along. The other 400s we're waiting for ABS brake tests and noise tests. So we've said we've updated the ST400 and the Cruiser 400 to a spring delivery. Ash talking about 650 Adventure. Have you ordered one, Ash? I'd love to see there. Give us a message. Steve Irvine, good to see you, man. I know you've been a long time supporter. I'm waiting for the ST250. Good news, you can see them. So that is good news. Brad Watley, just giving us a bit of stick there. So shout out to you there, Brad. We had a typo on our SS125 spec sheet, and we said that it had a 7-litre tank. The bike only has a 4-litre tank, so we've updated that. Please understand, yep, we're a small business. We're growing, these things happen, and we're sorry that it was advertised with a 7-litre tank, but it does only have a 4-litre tank. It's always only had a 4-litre tank, that model, since the new model's been introduced in about, or the new shape was introduced in 2016. So that's just a good example of some of the haters we get on these things. So I'm sure we'll get some more negativity at some point. But a shout out to those that support us in this. Every time we get people just making statements to come against us and just for the sake of, drawing us down, we just have this army of people rise up with support, and we appreciate that. So what else we got here? Ethan, I can't see comments come up for some reason. What's that?
We're only on YouTube.
Oh, really? Okay. On YouTube, let me go there. I'm just pushing over to the YouTube comments. You might have to read them out to me, bro. For some reason, I can't see them. Oh, good. So yeah, that's that. Let's go to Assad's piece. We had a good interview with Assad. This is a great chat because Assad really represents what it is to be a braap customer. I think our goal is to help create a positive impact on people, one person at a time, by building a product that makes you feel alive and you find the passion of motorcycling. And Assad wasn't a motorcyclist, decided to get his license, found us. Our goal is to be that company that if you're looking to get into motorcycling, you can't ignore us. That was him. And then he just caught the bug and passion for motorcycling. So he ended up crossing the Nullarbor, loved it so much, crossed it again there and back from Melbourne to Perth. I think that's awesome. And then after 32,000 Ks, sold his bike to his mate, got his full license, now has a couple of older bikes that he loves working on, and his mate still rides his braap, and he's got 42,000 Ks on it. Great testimony of what it is to be a braap customer and someone who loves our product. So let's shoot over to Assad. yeah, just been doing my best to get around and just hear interesting stories from people who've owned braaps and adventures that people have done. And yours is like a pinnacle one. So I always get asked about your adventure. So I thought I got to get you on. You've been on my list for ages because yeah, you got the famous photo there in front of the Nullarbor sign. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And yeah, you're the man that we all think is absolutely mad for crossing an Nullarbor on a bike, let alone a 250 bike. But what an adventure!
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, like, so when I bought the bike, I bought it secondhand. Way back when I first got my license, you know, I was looking around for bikes, saw this one jump up on bike sales, and I was like, you know, that looks real pretty. May as well go for that. Bought it with 1,000 Ks on it, and because at the time I didn't actually have my car license, all I had was my L's on my motorbike, and so I used it for everything. I racked up about 10,000 Ks, you know, and I was like all winter, all summer, wherever I needed to get somewhere, I'd jump on the bike and off I'd go and head out into the country and stuff. And because I'm originally from Perth, every year I fly back home just to visit friends and family and all that that's over there. And yeah, 2018, 19, I was sort of thinking to myself, I was like, you know, this bike's pretty good. Why don't I just jump on that and ride over?
So how many Ks did you end up racking up on your ST250?
So when I sadly departed with it, it had 32,000, sold it to a mate, and it's now got 42 on it. And, you know, so maybe one day when he, like, you know, parts of it, he'll sell it back to me and happy day.
At least it's close by. And we were chatting earlier, but how much did you sell it for after you'd
so I sold it for about 16, which I was actually surprised. I told him everything I'd done with the bike. You know, I didn't pull any punches. I said, hey, look, this motorcycle has been to Perth and back twice, and it, you know, it's not a short trip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you've done, so your mate has now, the total Ks on the bike's 42,000.
42,000, yeah, last time I checked.
Not bad, that's so good.
Running well, yeah, really happy with it. And I guess that was like my biggest thing before I set off. Like I was saying to you before, you know, obviously I didn't have my license. I was riding this motorcycle all the time, and it was the fact that I'd broken it in myself. You know, made sure that I was easy on it up to that 5,000 Ks. Made sure I met all the service intervals, and the fact that I knew the bike was running really, really well before I stepped off. That was like the most important thing. So I definitely don't, you know, buy the motorcycle and, you know, before it's even broken in, try to ride it all the way to Darwin or something and back, you know. Definitely worth just, you know, spending that time to get to know it and spending that time to get like even a bit saddle fit as well.
We back on? Hey, sorry guys, we're back. So, hey, we're just going to take a minute because Restream hasn't pushed this to Facebook. So YouTubers, just give us a minute. We'll be live again. We're going to jump over to Facebook, to Restream and push this out to YouTube and Facebook.